Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Sunday, the 27th of July 2025. I'm going to start off by a little reminder ahead of tomorrow. There is an event tomorrow at the Dene. Hold it every year. It's a fans forum. So Mill's host 25-26 fans forum. Obviously this was announced 6 days ago. Just reminding you, it's tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's 2 hours long. It'll take place in Harry's Bar. So during the first hour, you will have the opportunity, yes, you, if you go down there, to ask questions to the panel, which will consist of the Lions head coach, Alex Neil, Managing Director, Mark Fairbrother, and Director of Football, Steve Gallen. And then in the second hour, there is going to be Luke Wilson, Max McClellan, and Alex Russell, who will also answer your questions. So there you go. The event is free to attend. It's open to all supporters. I think in previous years you had to be a member, but that is no longer the case. All supporters, and obviously it's being held in a bar, so they sell drinks in a bar. Why not? So there you go. Now, moving on to the main news of the day. Transfer linkage. Obviously, we still need, one or two players? Managers always say that, though, don't they? They always say, if we have three or four more players, they're like crack users, heroin users. Just a little bit more, just three more players. Just please, just give me three more players, and I'll win the league, please. They always want more players. But I think we do need some new players. I think we need a right back. I'm quite happy with Ryan Leonard, but he's getting on a bit. He's been very good, not only defensively but going forward. But you do probably, I think this might be the year. They've been inching him on with options, and I imagine next season they're probably going to try and do what they did to George Savile and say, massive discount to stay, or do you want to leave? So if you're going to do that, you probably need to get the replacement in either now or in January. So that's what we're looking at. Although this guy seems to be a left back as well. Do you know who that is? If you don't, you're going to find out. So this is from footballleagueworld.co.uk. So Mill plotting ambitious transfer sweep for Luton Town player. Millwall were interested in Luton Town's Alfie Doughty as they look to add to Alex Neil's squad ahead of the new Championship season. The Lions have had a busy summer window so far, with Stephen Bender, Massimo Luongo and Josh Coburn among the arrivals, with the latter joining from Middlesbrough in a club record deal. As well as that, Millwall have managed to retain Jafet Tanganga and Ivanovic so far, with fans optimistic about what the season could bring. But it appears the Londoners are still looking to make new additions, with journalist Dan Marsh revealing that the versatile Doughty is on the radar. And this was from, I believe, the Mirror. He claims that discussions have taken place between the two clubs, and whilst there is no agreement yet in place, they are working, in quotes, on a deal to bring Doughty to the Den. So could that be a loan deal? It could be a permanent deal, could be a loan deal. Because obviously Luton have ambitions to get back up to the Championship. So maybe they're thinking, these players that, because I imagine they have in the contracts, like, if we get relegated, there's a pay cut in your contract. So maybe the situation is that if Millwall pay him a Championship fee, his Championship wages that he was getting last year, that they can take him on loan, and then when let Luton get promoted and are in this league next year, that he can come back to them. Maybe that's the deal. It's kind of rare that you have a lower league player that gets loaned up a league, but it has happened in the past. Mill have already brought in a left back this summer. Zach Sturgis joined the club from Chelsea, but the 21-year-old is an experienced youngster who has yet to prove himself in the senior game despite his obvious talent. This development comes just over 24 hours after Doughty was pulled out of Luton's friendly against Tottenham. The left wing back had been named in the 11, but he was replaced before kickoff with boss Matt Bloomfield confirming this was down to transfer speculation. So there you go, that's interesting. So he was literally named in the team, and they pulled him because there was offers coming in. When Luton relegated to League One, it always seemed that Doughty would depart, as he's a quality operator, and he actually impressed with the Outers when they were in the Premier League. The former Charlton man registered 8 assists in the top flight, which is the best tally of his career, and there's no doubt that his injury issues last season impacted Luton in their survival bid. So this would be a statement signing for Mill if they could get it over the line, and you would expect plenty of other clubs are keeping tabs on the player. Doughty is pressed at wing-back for Luton, but he's capable at full-back or as a winger, so that versatility will appeal to Neil, and the 25-year-old will give Mill another attacking option with his delivery from out wide. Yeah, well, you've got Coburn, you've got Ivanovic, you've got Kramer, you've got Tanganga, you've got Cooper. Who's crossing the balls in? Who's putting the set piece balls in the air? Who's taking the corners? Mea was taking the corners in Spain, and they were pretty good. And we scored from one or two of them. But obviously he's not going to be a starter. So who else? George Saville was taking the set pieces last season. George Honeyman as well. They're both gone. Who's taking them? Who is taking them? Ryan Leonard? Don't know. But it is something that needs to be figured out. This summer has been a positive one for Mill already, and this will be another great bit of business as they look to build on a team that can be challenging for a playoff place next May. End of story. So let's have a look at Alfie Doughty. If you didn't know him and what he's all about, he's 25 years old. He's going to be 26 in December. He is listed as a left back or left wing back, but he can play. He has played. So this is playing positions last season for Luton in the Championship. Left back, he played there 2 times, 7.02 rating. Playing as the left wing back, played there 16 times, 7.05. As a left midfielder, 7.58, 6 times, 1 goal, 2 assists. And he's even played on the right. So there you go. Could he be the new right back? I don't know. Obviously, if you've got a right back that's left-footed, is he left-footed, or I assume because he's playing on the left that he's left-footed. That's kind of unusual, but you have this thing now where you have players playing on the side. They cut back and whip the ball in with an in-swinger, and that helps out. You can look at this. Strengths: crossing, key passes, taking set pieces, defensive contribution, direct free kicks, long shots. And his weakness is his passing. He likes to play long balls, he likes to cross, and he plays the ball off the ground often. I mean, this is not too bad, eh? Not too bad at all. So last season for Luton, 25 appearances. So as I said, he was injured last season. He played. So in the League Cup game they went to extra time. He played 121 minutes. He played the whole game. So he certainly got the stamina to go all the way. He actually got man of the match in that game. He got a rating of 8.25. And in the Championship he started 25 games, was a sub in 1 goal, 4 assists, 2 man of the matches. So there you go, that was last season. And if we go down, this is his career so far. Alfie Doughty is obviously at Charlton in 1920, so he's not a stranger to the area. Yeah, he is from the area, and that was in the Championship. So with Charlton in the Championship, that must have been the last time they were in the Championship, or was it not? And then he stays with them when they get relegated. Plays 7 times. Ends up moving to Cardiff. But he plays for Cardiff and Stoke in the same season. So I don't know if that was a loan or what. But he's 7 times for Cardiff. So if that was a loan, that's interesting as well. Because then, Charlton it's the same situation that he's in now. Where Charlton got relegated from the Championship and he moved he got down to League One with Charlton. And then, he was Cardiff and Stoke. and he played for Stoke in the League Cup when they went on a bit of a run, because they got 4 games. They got an average rating of 7.17. And then he's at Luton in the Championship. Obviously, that's the season they get promoted. He's got 2 goals, 5 assists in the Premier League. In the Premier League for Luton. 34 starts, 3 sub appearances, 2 goals, 8 assists. Rating of 6.83. And then, they go down. Obviously, they think they're going to go straight back. It turns into a nightmare, and he has the season we just told us about. But, he played in the Premier League. He was a mainstay in the Premier League for a season. That's... obviously, he's got his injury problems now. But you're surprised that, a Premier League team hasn't come in for him just to have him on the bench. Just for a bit of squad depth. He's like a decent player. Like 6.83 rating over 34 games in the Premier League. But, yet again, this will be another player. If we do bring him in, this is another player who we bring in that has Premier League experience. Because we bring in Bender, we bring in Massimo Luongo, and, if we bring him in, that's another one. So there you go. This is a fullback, a left back, who also can play left wing and right back. Maybe if we ask him to play right back just to get him into the team, so he can take the set pieces. I don't know. Obviously, the players move around a bit. The centre backs and all that move around, so maybe it's not so hard and fast. And these are the matches that he played last season. So when did he get his injury? November, and he's out for most of November and most of December. The last game that he played, seemingly before his injury, was this game here. 8.26 against Cardiff. He got the man of the match and an assist, and then he isn't seen again until the 21st of January. And he's coming back 29 minutes off the bench, 68 minutes against Millwall. He does play 90 minutes in February, but then towards the end of the season he's playing less games. So I don't know. Obviously Luton were in a relegation scrap, so maybe they changed their formation, changed their tactics that he didn't play. Maybe this is the impact of his injury, that he hasn't been, since he come back from his injury, he hasn't been the player that he was in the past. Maybe that's the situation. I don't know, but if he can get back to what he was, it will certainly be a decent addition for the club. Now, moving on to this, we got this from therealefl.co.uk. Yeah, I know, but this is as you can see, it's Hull City. It's a Hull City news, but obviously they have to throw Millwall's name in it. It's one of these ones where they throw the names in. They throw different clubs' names in just to, get more traffic. So, Hull City and Millwall are believed to be targeting a move for unhappy defender Callum Brittain. The 27-year-old fullback is attracting strong interest for both championship clubs amid uncertainty over his Blackburn Rovers future, Sportsboom has exclusively revealed. So, yeah, Callum Brittain, he's a Blackburn Rovers player. Here's the thing. They've offered him a contract. And now they've said that he's refused to play. Rovers manager was said to be blindsided by Britain's refusal to play, a move that further intensified speculation over his departure. So this is a recent friendly against Accrington Stanley. He's got 1 year left on his contract, and they've offered him a new contract because obviously they want him to sign it. And if he don't sign it, they want to sell him because they don't want him to leave for free at the end of the season. So they want to cash in now. So, that's kind of weird. Why would he refuse to play? It looks like you're strong-arming him because you're demanding that he signs a new contract. And if he doesn't, he can leave. So then why would he refuse to play? I'm not saying he hasn't, but and also why would you offer a new contract to a player that he's refusing to play for you? I don't know. It don't make no sense. But hey ho, what can you do? And it says Hull, City and Mill have now joined the pursuit because Derby County have apparently made 2 bids for him. But it's like £3 million pounds. 3 million for a 27-year-old right back. I'm not sure about that one, mate. I think we might be interested, but not at that price. So again, this is one that if you imagine if it does get done, it will get done on the last day after Blackburn Rovers are left holding their willy, and they have to sell, because if they don't, he'll leave in January for an even lower price. So I don't know, maybe a mil, I don't know. But so Callum Brittain started off at MK Dons. He was there from the age of 8. 27 years old. He's going to be 28 next March. He's 5'10" and he's a fullback. He's a right back. He just plays right back. Has played for England under 20s in the past, so a player of some pedigree. And here you go. So this is the confirmation. July 2022, he signed a 4-year contract with Blackburn Rovers. So that means it's up in July 2026. So it said the manager said that he wanted to keep Brittain, but the defender rejected the club's offer. A new contract and refused to play in Blackburn's friendly match against Accrington Stanley. So there you go. And he's had 5 years in League One at MK Dons. And then he moves on to Barnsley, up to the Championship. And he's been a decent Championship player ever since. 5 seasons in the Championship, 2 with Barnsley, 3 with Blackburn Rovers. It's a decent right back. And here we go. This is from WhoScored.com. This was his ranking last season, 7.03. So that's over the whole season. That's over 30 games. That's pretty good. That would probably put him up there as one of the best players, best right backs in the division. 2 goals, 5 assists, passing accuracy of 82.6, aerials 1.2. Not bad for someone who's 5'10", and 2 man of the matches, which according to this website is the player that got the highest score in a game between both teams. Strengths: key passes, dribbling, holding on to the ball, passing, blocking the ball, concentration, and defensive contribution. Sounds very good. Sounds maybe 2 million then. Yeah, maybe 2 million. There you go. And these are the games that he played last year, and you can see, pretty decent. Actually scored against Millwall in that game when George Evans was in goal and we conceded 4. Got a goal and assist. Decent player, decent right back, but 3 million, 4 million for a 27-year-old right back. Not sure about that one, mate. Not sure about that one. But then what do I know? If that's the missing piece of the jigsaw, then why not get it done? Also, if you do sign him, then that means Ryan Leonard is free to go in midfield. He can, whether he starts in midfield over the 2 that we got, or he's the backup midfielder. He's backup. He can be the backup midfielder, backup right back. It's all good. Now moving on to this. This is from millfc.co.uk. It's put up today. They don't normally put stuff up on Sunday. I don't know if they forgot to put this up. Watch Sutton United versus Mill live on Mill TV. Asterisk. There should be an asterisk there. Because Mill travelled to Sutton United for a pre-season friendly on Tuesday, 29th of July. Kick-off at 7:45 p.m. An international Millwall fans can watch the match action by purchasing a match pass. So I'm assuming, because of poor advance ticket sales, obviously Sutton United want to maximise their revenue by selling tickets to the game. I don't know if do they not get a share of the TV revenue then? Do they not sell the TV rights to Millwall? I don't know. Maybe that's not how it works. But yeah, only in international markets, not in the UK. If you're in the UK, you have to use the VPN, which you may be looking at because of other things going on at the moment. If you wanted to go there, obviously, we did play them 2 years ago, and Kevin Nisbet's got a hat-trick. So I imagine for those of you trying to tick off a new ground, you probably, if you went there before, probably not that appetizing for you, enticing to go there again. I imagine the team's going to get rotated a lot. This is a non-league team now. They're not in League 2. They've had a large turnover of players. They're a non-league team. I imagine there will be a massive change in the team that was against Bromley, because obviously we played Bromley, we're playing Sutton on Tuesday, we're playing Estoril on Saturday, so there will certainly be a rotation in players. Whether we will see Kevin Nisbet and whether it will see him scoring a hat-trick, I don't know, but now these are obviously this is information from SuttonUnited.net, so this is information for home fans. It does say there will be no increase for tickets purchased on the day. Now, normally in their tickets FAQ, it says that for the league tickets, if you buy on the day of the game, the ticket price goes up. So the ticket price is not going up. And obviously, this is the free home stands. There's a fourth stand for the Millwall fans. I think it's called the Skirver stand. So if you do go down there and you want to buy a ticket, it's in there. It's in that one. I think it's 15 quid as well. And, if you're not driving down there, I don't know what the driving situation is, but if you are not driving, you can see there's the train station is right next to it. West Sutton, it's literally right next to it. It's on that weird line that goes the loop, that goes to Sutton, and it goes around and comes back to Sutton. So if you want to get down there from up in central London region, change at Tulse Hill to get there. I think you can get there from West Croydon, not East Croydon, West Croydon, and other places. So there you go. Now this is on Tuesday, so there you go. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.